Welcome back to All This Math. This is Professor Parker. Make sure you're subscribed to the All This Math YouTube channel and like and share the video if you are so inclined. All right, today's lesson, we're doing some body butter math because I came up with this idea to do this video because business math is important, consumer math is important, financial literacy is important, and all of that is interconnected with this. And my Aunt Cheryl, right? I love my Aunt Cheryl. She's dope. She started a company called Tranquil Essence. And one of the products that she offers online is body butter. The body butter is pretty good. I've used it before. All right. So I said, let's talk about unit price. The unit price, because if you go on her website, she's got 4-ounce containers of different flavors, body butter and whatnot. And she also has some 8-ounce containers. So one thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about what's the unit price. Because unit price is a very important concept as a consumer, right? How much are you paying per ounce, per milliliter, per pound of whatever the product is, right? And then we're going to talk about how to get free shipping, right? We're going to do some math in terms of that because on her website, if you spend at least $100, you get free shipping and handling. So I don't really need this paper for the first part, but I picked it up anyway. All right, so let's say, so a 4-ounce container on her website sells for $22. So that's important information. So let's write that down. So a 4-ounce container is $22. Right? Now, she got 4-ounce containers of English rose body butter, sandalwood rose, Bali spa tom, French lavender, fresh green tea. All right, she got those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flavors. I keep saying flavors, but you know what I mean. The 5 flavors in 4-ounce containers. All right, and those sell for $22. Now, the 8-ounce containers, she has fresh green tea in an 8-ounce. She got sandalwood rose in an 8-ounce. She got sandalwood amber in an 8-ounce. All right, those sell for 37. Now, how do you find unit price? Right? When we say unit, unit means one. So we're talking about the price or the cost of one of these measurements. So instead of 4 ounces, we want to know how much 1 ounce would cost if 4 ounces cost this much. So we want to know if 4 ounces cost this much, how much is 1 ounce? The way we calculate that is you basically take the total price for the 4 ounces and you divide it up into 4 equal parts. And each of those equal parts is 1 ounce. So $22 divided up into 4 equal parts. And each of those parts is how much 1 ounce will cost. So you go to your calculator, or you can do the mental math and do 22 divided by 4. And if I did this mentally, this is what I would do. I would break 22 down into 20 over here and then 2 over here. I would do 20 divided by 4 because I know my division facts. Since I know my multiplication facts by heart, I know that 5 times 4 is 20. So I know that 20 divided by 4 is 5. So 20 divided by 4 is going to be 5. Then I got $2 left over. So then I got to also divide the $2 by 4, break the $2 up into 4 equal parts. And each of those parts is going to be 50 cents. So that would be, let's see, what's that? 20 divided by 4, we said that was 5. So $5.50, right? Yeah. $5.50 per ounce. OZ stands for ounce. So that means the unit price for this size container is $5.50 per ounce. All right. So that's the unit price for that. Now let's compare because we want a comparison shop because it might make more sense to get an 8-ounce container, especially if you like the scent, right? Get an 8-ounce container if the unit price is less. Now we know 37 is more than 22, but the question is what's the unit price though, right? Because if the unit price is lower, then that means it's actually a better buy, right? It's a better buy to buy the larger container because you get more for your money, right? So let's do this. Let's do the same thing we did up here. Let's take the total amount of money, and instead of dividing this amount of money up into 4 equal parts, now we're dividing this up into 8 equal parts because we want to know how much each ounce costs. Since there are 8 ounces in this container, we want to basically divide 37 up into 8 equal parts. So we're going to do 37 divided by 8. The math on that wasn't as easy because I know 40 divided by 8 is 5, but that's more than 37. 6, 35, 34. I know 32. We could break 37 down into $32 and $5. We could have did that, but I just chose to use a calculator in this particular case. I could have wrote it out manually, but I used a calculator on this one. And 37 divided by 8 is actually 4.625. Now, when we deal with money, we have 2 digits after the decimal point, right? So we got to do something with this five. This five is going to get rounded off, get knocked off basically, but it's going to round this two. So the two is going to go up, right? Rounding is important to understand as well. Two is going to go up because five and above, give it a shove. And I also got videos on rounding on the channel also. We got a playlist on rounding numbers if you're interested in more guidance on how to round numbers. So this five is going to make this two go up. So the two goes up and turns into a three. So this is really $4.63 per ounce. $4.63 per ounce. That's what that is. So this is a lower amount than this. $4.63 for 1 ounce is less than $5.50 $5.50 per ounce. So this is lower. So this is a better buy. All right. So it's a better buy. So, if you want an 8 ounce container, you know, you get more of, now what does she have in the 8 ounce? The fresh green tea, the sandalwood rose, and the sandalwood amber, right? So she's got those three flavors or those 3 scents of the body butter, right? The silk body butter. I think that's the technical name for it. And you're only paying $4.63 per ounce, as opposed to with the 4 ounce container, the smaller container, you're paying more per ounce. All right. Even though you're paying more altogether, you're getting more for your money. All right. Now, man, I feel like I got to sneeze. You ever had that happen to you? You got to sneeze, but it won't come up. Anyway, how to get free shipping. All right. So on a website, you can get free shipping if you spend at least $100. So that would be like this. Let's say X is the amount you spend, and if X is greater than or equal to $100, I don't want X is greater than or equal to $100, you get free shipping. See how I did that? I just use algebraic language to represent something that we talk about all the time. Whenever you shop, a lot of companies offer free shipping. And a lot of times, we talk about how we're not good at math and we don't understand algebra, but you're using algebraic concepts, right? Because you have to know that if you spend $100, then you get free shipping. So if you see an expression like this or inequality, that's inequality, like this, then it means the same thing as, well, if you spend $100 or more, equal to $100 or more than $100, then you get free shipping. All right. So there's a few ways. Now, when you go to her website, and I'm gonna put the website in the notes under this video for you to go, explore and whatnot, check out what she's got and whatnot. Um, there's a couple ways to spend $100. So the 8 ounce containers are $37 each. So let's say I wanted to get a container of fresh green tea for $37, sandalwood rose another $37, and a sandalwood amber for another $37. If I only bought two of those, that's what, 37 times two. Is that gonna put me over $100? Nah, because 30 times two is 60, plus 7 times two is 14. That would only be $74. But if I bought three of these, if I bought a fresh green tea, a sandalwood rose, and a sandalwood amber, right? If I bought three different, scents, or maybe I bought three of the same scent, but the 8 ounce containers, because the 8 ounce containers are $37. Just to say 37 times three, 30 times three is 90, 7 times three is 21, 90 plus 21 is $111. So that puts you over $100. So you would qualify for free shipping on those three containers. But what if you wanted to deal with the 4 ounce containers? Let's ask this question. How many 4 ounce containers would you have to buy in order to qualify for free shipping? So if you buy four of them, that's $22 times four, which is 20 times four is 80, 2 times four is 8. So that's $88, right? And then that's less than 100. What if I add another one of these? So I'll do five of these. $22 times five, that's $110. So three of the 8 ounce containers will put you over $100. So you get the free shipping. Five of the 4 ounce containers put you over $100. So you get the free shipping. But of course, you can mix and match. You could buy a few of the 4 ounce containers and a couple of the 8 ounce containers, or one of the 8 ounce containers and a few of the 4 ounce containers. It's a lot of different things you can do. So, and another reason I wanted to do this video was to show you that every time we shop online, we can practice our math skills. Every time we shop online, we can practice our algebra skills. And you can also do this with your children, right? So this is a way to help your children become more comfortable with mathematics, become more comfortable with algebra, So that way they never have to end up catching what I catching, because it is like a sickness, end up catching math anxiety or catching math phobia or a fear of math. Because if you're doing a lot of math with them in the household, by the time they get to school, they get in class, they're not going to be scared of it because they're going to be like, oh, this is familiar to me. I do this with my mom. I do this with my dad. I do this with my aunt. I do this with my uncle. I do this with my grandmama, my granddad, right? I do this with my big cousin, right? So when they go to school, they'll be ready to practice the work that you've already shown them. And this is an example because we know we be online shopping. Sometimes we be online shopping too much, right? But we be online shopping, and that's an opportunity to practice our math skills, just like we just did. And this ain't nothing foreign about this. We talked about unit price, and we talked about how to get free shipping, right? That's math that we do all the time. All right. So if we have positive conversations about math with our children and with ourselves as well, then hopefully our children will not be fearful of mathematics. So definitely check out my Aunt Cheryl's website and her online store. Her company is called Tranquil Essence. Tranquil Essence. She's got some good products on there. Um, and practice your math skills with your kids when you're shopping. All right. See you on the next video.